So this is how you prep Cayo. You always have to pay that 25k up front. You always have to get the intel. Just always fast travel to wherever it tells you need to go. If you got a Sparrow, thank God you don't have to waste so much time. But if you don't, then prepare to be driving that dinghy a lot and just snipe everybody out. And then you have to do this long ass flight all over San Andreas just to make it to Cayo. I opted to skip that because nobody wants to watch that 50 times. This guy will pat you down every time. He will always complain at you every time. And also every time there will be a bike right here at the gates. There's another bike out in the back where that same guy is patrolling. And it'll be around the solar panels. It's pitch black. If you can't find it, just stand in the middle of the road where the solar panels are on your right. And just hit F. You'll get on it eventually. When going through these bushes, make sure you're a little slow because you could get knocked off and it's just annoying. Stand behind this palm tree and wait till the guy on the road turns around, and then eventually the guy at the top of the watchtower will also turn around, and then just drive through the gate. It's easy peasy. Keep your eye on the mini-map and make sure that you're not in people's cones of visions. You don't want to restart because at this point if you restart, it's just some bullshit. It's a lot of waiting and you feel bad. When you get up here, the box might be on the ground floor, but it might be on the 3 levels of the communication tower. Wherever it is, you have to go up there, you have to hack it, and it's like a little puzzle, but there's only 9 combinations, and even less if the numbers are repeated. I don't know what the symbols mean. I don't care what the symbols mean. It's a waste of time. Just get caught. It'll travel you straight back to the airport and you can fly back home. You only need to know what's in the basement anyway. And if you haven't got the blowtorch already, this is how you get it. You see the sewer grate, the drainage tunnel, and Pavel will be like, oh my gosh, we can get the blowtorch now. And it's the only way to really be undetected without wasting so much of your life. When you're in the game, always do the first 3 missions at Vespucci Beach. I'll show you which 3 missions are after this, but if you don't have the Sparrow, park your sub right here at the airport because you're going to want to land a helicopter right there on the beach, or else you're going to be using the dinghy to go back and forth, and that's just annoying as hell. For the first mission, always do the cutting torch, and it'll take you to some construction site. You can get the hard hat. Don't do that. It's a waste of time. Just kill all the dudes. They won't get any backup after you kill them all, and you'll use the same amount of time killing them as you will stealthily going through with a hard hat. The toolboxes, there's a ton of them littered around the construction site. You just have to find one with a bright blue blowtorch in it. I'll zoom in on it when we see it, but once you fight, you just press E, and that's when cars of mob people will start running up on you trying to shoot you. If you got a flying vehicle, which I hope you do, or else you're wasting your life, just fly away. They don't have rockets. If you have the oppressor, always land on this square horizontally, or else it'll fall into the ocean and you have to pay more. It's 10k to get it back. That's another waste of time. For the fingerprint cloner, it's super easy. The cameras, don't knock them out. They'll know you're there. You can just run through, and sometimes they won't see you. Sometimes they will. It doesn't matter if they do or not, because after you kill the first guy, they're all going to be lighting you up anyway. There is a box to turn the camera off, but it really doesn't help you, because it's not like you can stealthily kill all these dudes anyway. The laptop's password is always Panthers, and it's always the same minigame. It's really easy, so I won't even explain it. Super intuitive. On the second place, always take out the security cameras, because when you destroy these, for some reason it doesn't alert people like it did in the previous one. So just go on and destroy them. You don't want to be chased while you're delivering your cloner back to your sub. The cloner is always in these back 3 desks. You'll pick it up before you see it every time. The plasma cutter is probably the most annoying one if you don't have an oppressor. And if you have a Sparrow, good luck. If you're using a car, good luck. when you're taking a picture of the planning board, wait for the camera to appear on the map and then take a few steps back, because if you take the picture too close or before the camera appears, then you have to back out and then back up, because for some reason the game doesn't like you knowing how the heist works ahead of time. So yeah, just do that. See, with the oppressor, you can just kill them really easily with the missiles and pick it up right on your back from the bike. There's a seemingly unlimited amount of people doing that heist. I don't know what they're splitting the money for, but I guess they're not making much. The 9 to 5 aren't cutting it. When you get the weapons, always get the suppressor, always do the aggressor, and hopefully you get the tower, or you'll be chasing the Valkyrie halfway across the map. We always do this one fourth, because if you do end up having to chase a Valkyrie across the map, then you can just call your sub to you, and you don't have to worry about wasting time. The only thing that's bad about doing the tower mission, as opposed to chasing on the Valkyrie, is when you chase on the Valkyrie, you just gotta kill military guys, and you can easily do that with sniper rifle. But if you do this mission, then you have to hack the laptop, and it's this super annoying puzzle where you have to match the four numbers, and my brain does not work right with this puzzle. When you leave this place, just exit on the roof. You came here in a flying vehicle anyway, and the helicopters don't have missiles. If you go to the base floor, unless you're a god, you're probably going to get shot to death. And there's really no point to killing all those dudes anyway, when you can just not waste your life and go through the top of the building. For the submarine, I hope you have the Sparrow unlocked, because your oppressor is not going to help you unless you want to spend 10k of getting another one from Moors. We use the Sparrow because after we fast travel to the Merryweather test site, we can just shoot everybody to death and ditch the helicopter in the water. After we're done with the sub, we're just going to request a dinghy anyway and drive back to the sub. I've tried it where I land the helicopter on the island, but then you just waste a lot of armor, and you have to kill the 6 helicopters that'll come after you anyway. So it's like, don't waste your time, kill these dudes on top and ditch the helicopter, because you're gonna get the dinghy later. Don't request the dinghy before either, because sometimes it'll drift away, and just don't waste your life. That's the moral of this mission. Stop wasting your life. Throw a grenade on in these corridors, because there's typically a dude there, and they have like assault shotguns and military rifles, and they'll just kill you, no matter if you're wearing armor or not. So just throw a grenade. You'll know where these people are after you do this like 3 or 4 times, and it'll just make your life so much easier if you throw grenades in places where you can't change your shoulder cam. If you could change your shoulder cam, you really wouldn't need the grenade, but you can't. The chef's always there running on the wall, and that dude's always waiting for you. There's 2 people that can be in this room. One guy where I was just looking at, but sometimes he's down this hallway. But the dude at the top of the staircase is always there, and there's another dude at the bottom of the staircase. I double tapped him because I thought I saw red on the map, but it must have been underneath, or I was crazy. I always go and kill this dude in the corridor as well, because I just don't like him. It's annoying when he's there. Sometimes there's a dude in there, just throw a grenade, be done with it. Sometimes there's a dude to the left right there where I was just aiming, and sometimes there's 2 people in this room, but luckily there's only 1 dude here. There's always a health bag, I guess it's called, right there. And for here, make sure you're right in front of the jammer and click E. You can't be jumped up on top of something or behind it, or else your guy's going to be in an infinite loop of bumping his head everywhere, and you'll have to restart the game, and that's not fun. And as you can see, I requested the dinghy as soon as I got out. I just jumped up, got in, and I hit a sweet jump off this rock ramp. and you don't have to do that, only if you want to. And killing these dudes are completely optional, because once they see you at your sub, they see how futile it is. But if you want to kill them, go for it. I always shoot at them because it's fun. It's a shooting game. But with this, you've done all the prep. Just do it in the order I just showed you, and you won't waste so much time.